Hi, this is Bill with Dine Drink Vegas. It is June of 2022, and I'm here inside a standard guest room in the Conrad Hotel, which is part of the Resorts World complex. And let's take a quick look at the room and talk about how this hotel is different from the other two hotels in the same complex. As we turn to the left, most of those are my shirts, but they've included two great soft bathrobes, and that's a feature I really like. That's something they also do at Crockford's, but it's not something that the Hilton here does. Going into the main body of the room, you've got a nice make-ready area with dual vanities. The toilet is in a separate room, or at least can have the door shut off, which is great when you're trying to get ready. There's no steam function on the shower. However, there is a nice bench. You've got good water pressure. And in something that I like better than the Crockfords, you've got an overhead rain shower. I don't know, that's great, right? When you're coming in from the pool, when you're coming in from the end of a hot day in Vegas, something like that. The amenities are the exact same in all three hotels, the Mojave Ghost brand, which I haven't heard of before, but seems to be working great. Now, one of the areas where Crockford's is distinctly different than Conrad is here in the minibar area at Crockford's. You have a coffee maker that doesn't exist here. Now, one of the things that all three of these hotels do quite well is that in addition to the minibar, you have a small fridge where you can store your own stuff, and there is a Walgreens right across the street. There are a lot of ways that you might elect to save some money by storing your own drinks or maybe your medicines, whatever it is that you need to do. Coming into the body of the room, you've now got a nice soft carpet, which is different than the tile when I came in. And they've done a nice job of having enough power plugs around here. Now, a lot of the power plugs are USB style, but even so, you've got plenty of regular power plugs. Things are easy to find. Got a huge big screen TV with lots and lots of channels. One of the only problems with this room is that that's the work table area. It's a great table to sit and work on. However, that's the closest plug to it, which can be a problem if you need to charge up your laptop. Now, coming over to this side, you have one more set of power plugs. And if you're wondering whether or not to stay in the Conrad versus the Crockfords or the Hilton, that's absolutely a fair question. I'll talk about that in just a second. But there's one other thing you might consider spending your money on. When I stayed at the Crockford last night, I didn't pay for the strip view. I paid for a city view, and it was great. I'm not gonna lie, I like this strip view a whole lot better. Right? Just a gorgeous view of all the other hotels. This also gives you an idea of, relatively speaking, how close you are to everything. Also, if you look down, there's the pool area, and I like seeing that. It's obviously not like you can see, what the action is, but it's a nice view, right? It adds something nice, and I'm looking forward to looking out at this tonight. Now, the question then is, how big are the differences between the three hotels here? And some of it is small features and touches, right? Like the not having the coffee maker that Crockford's has, or this room has the bathrobes, which the Hilton does not. At the Crockford, the service seemed to be a lot higher. The person who checked me in was quite anxious to come all the way out around from the desk to tag my luggage to give it to the bellhop. It was very much a high touch sort of thing that the other hotels aren't. I don't know how much I would pay for that on an everyday basis, but it was a very nice touch. At Crockford's, the lobby area is bigger and more open, and because it's a smaller hotel, there are fewer people who are in the lobby area. It's less crowded now. The lines can still get pretty long, and one of the problems at Crockford's is that they don't have an express line for Hilton Elites, and if you're booking this because of the Hilton points, well, that might slow you down. This hotel, the Conrad, also has a hotel bar in it. The Hilton does not. Now, that's not a big deal. You're at a resort in Vegas. Somebody will sell you a drink. But it's convenient to have a hotel bar just right down near the elevator banks. Both this and the Crockfords do. Here at the Conrad, the lobby area does have a check-in area express for Hilton Elite status members, and that does help quite a bit if you're looking to get checked in a hurry. So, on balance, of the three hotels that are here, which one do I like best? Honestly, it kind of depends. I think that if money was no object, I'd probably stay at Crockford's most of the time because it's big and nice, it's fancy, and I value all those things, but I don't know how much extra I would pay for it. This room, relative to the rooms at the Hilton, has a lot more space. At the Hilton, and I'll put that video up before very long, but at the Hilton, this space here essentially doesn't exist. There's not, but there's a perfectly safe passageway, but there's a small passageway. The rooms at the Hilton, you can just feel, are considerably smaller. That doesn't mean I wouldn't stay there either. Honestly, I'd look at what my objectives for the trip were and what my budget was. I would be happy to stay at any of the three places. If money's no object, then sure, I stay at Crockford's. But if it is, I absolutely look at one of the other two properties because the restaurants are the same, the spa is the same, the pools are the same, all the other amenities of the hotel are the same, and thus you don't get that much extra advantage by staying at one of the upscale properties. And this Conrad does have some things I like the rain head shower, as well as the Hilton Express line for check-in. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it is, I would love it if you would hit like and subscribe. You can follow us on our blog, which is dinedrinktravel.com. We also have Facebook, Instagram, and obviously a YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter channels. We'd love to read your comments in the comment below, and whatever direction you go, happy travels.